Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm sure you saw by the title, but today I'm going to be touring my plots I used from my recent Barbie in Bloxburg part 2. If you haven't already watched that video, then I definitely recommend you go and watch it. It was a lot of fun to make, so I think you will enjoy it. So today I'm going to be giving you guys a couple behind the scenes stories, talking about the process of building these plots and also the process of filming. So if you want to hear all of the behind the scenes, then this is the video to watch. But to start off, we had to have our mood station, and I coloured it all pink. We got the hot tub, and of course we have the pink bike as well. And then we have this weird black room. I used this for filming the Closet Princess episode. This is where we filmed Nikki and Teresa falling down. So that's that. I put these custom plants outside, they look kind of dodgy. And walking into the actual dream house, you guys might notice that the gardening is a lot different to how it was in part 1. I also added this like whole thing in the fountain as well. I also added the cars out the front, and I added the Barbie logo. I don't know why I didn't have that in the first place, but so I'm sure you guys have all seen, but this is the entryway for Barbie's dream house. And to the side we have the living room. I don't think we actually use this in part 2, but we used it quite a lot in part 1. And we've got all the pictures that I just found on Pinterest. And coming out of there, we have the mascara that Barbie used in the first episode. And walking down the corridor, it is starting to get a bit of a mess. So over here we have Chelsea's bedroom, which again wasn't used in part 2, but we did use it in part 1. I actually added a bit more decoration to it, so it looks nicer. And coming out of here, if we walk down the hallway, this is where the kitchen is, which again we only used in part 1. But I actually really like this kitchen. Obviously in Barbie they don't have much like decoration on the counters and stuff, so I kind of added in all these little jars and stuff. But if you looked out the window in part 1, it was literally like the whole mood station, and I think there was probably a shot where you could see all the stuff and it looks so bad, so I decided to fix it up. And you can also see outside we have another set over there, but we will go see that in a minute. And walking upstairs, and this is where we actually filmed for part 2 because we didn't use much else of the dream house apart from this area. So this is Barbie's bedroom. This was in the last episode of part 2, and you can also see more monstrosities really. And going through here we have the set we used in episode 1, so you guys might not recognise that it looked exactly like this during the actual filming, because I actually went in after we'd recorded this episode to take some pictures, as the pets were supposed to have messed up this whole room, but obviously we couldn't do that while I was recording, so I went ahead and did it afterwards and then took the pictures. So again, if you want to see how that turned out, then check out episode 1 of part 2. And if we go around here, this is another little area we used for the last episode in part 2. So this is Barbie's ginormous closet. I actually couldn't make this go all the way down because that's actually the end of my plot, but ideally I would have made it go on forever. So I tried to make it as accurate as possible to the scenes that we were shooting. So this is the first area. This we didn't actually use in the final result, but I still really like this bit. Yeah, we just didn't end up using it for whatever reason. And walking around the corner, we have the rest of her closet. So this is actually the bags that Nikki and Teresa were holding.
Oh, Barbie, how much farther?
During their scene. And you guys might recognize this little room. This is where they pulled the little lever and then they had to fall down here. You guys can probably see this is a carpet. But also while I was filming, this was really annoying me. But because we were in the middle of filming, I couldn't go change it. So you'll probably see that grey wall in the episode as well. But moving on, so that is the whole dream house. And this is where the chaos starts. So round here is the little mood station again. And this is where we filmed the 3rd episode, I think it was. And this is for the camping episode. And we've got the little bit over here with the poison daisies.
Poison daisies!
And I actually built the bathroom that Raquel was using outside just so it was quicker. And then another mood bit in here. And I am so embarrassed to show you this, but this is the back of the dream house. It looks awful. This is the closet, and I don't even know what this is doing. And then like, I don't even know, what is this? It just looks awful. So let's move on from that. But yeah, moving on to the next set. But the value for Barbie's dream house is almost 700k. We have the Malibu mall doll. This is probably my favourite set, even though there's only 2, but Belza, my friend, really helped me on this. She did all of this window, she did these little things, and she drew out these decals. So she like sketched around actual Barbie dolls, which I thought was so smart. So yeah, thank you to Belza for helping me. But maybe one day in the future I will actually make it like a walkable mall. I think that would be pretty cool, so you can like go inside and stuff. So yeah, you will probably recognise this set from episode 2 of Barbie part 2. This is where Raquel was putting on her lipstick.
What in the world of plastic is Summer doing here?
This also annoyed me while I was editing. I was like, why did I not make this white? So if that bothered you too, then I understand. And we have all of the shops that go all the way down, and you might recognise this little set as well. And it actually stops just here, so it is pretty big, I guess. And again, it looks really stupid from the back, but no one's looking at the back. So yeah, this is the Mall Mayhem set, and it cost 140k, which was a lot more than I was expecting and hoping. I don't think I'll ever delete any of my Barbie sets, I just can't. So those are my sets that I used for Barbie in Bloxburg part 2, and if you haven't already watched part 2, then what are you doing? Go watch it. I really think you'll enjoy it. But thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to check out my socials, all linked in the description. I've also linked my clothing group, so if you'd like to go check out some of my clothes, then that would be very appreciated. And I'll see you all next time. Bye my faves!